Okay, we're here at Sleep Train Arena, Game 21 of the Sacramento Kings season, as they face the Utah Jazz in today's matchup. This is the second matchup for the Kings and the Jazz in just 4 days of competition. Sacramento Kings 6-13 on their season. The Utah Jazz 4-19. Sacramento Kings beating this team just about 4 days ago when they beat the Jazz in overtime on the road. And a lot to watch tonight. New players coming aboard with the Sacramento Kings, and see if they can make it 2 for 2 over the Utah Jazz in tonight's game.
Here we go.
And here we are at the end of the first quarter. Sacramento Kings have been trailing since the opening of the game, but have closed within 3 of the Utah Jazz into the first. And here we are at the half. Sacramento Kings continuing to trail behind Utah. They're down by 12 after the second quarter, but they will definitely be looking to warm things up in the third and fourth quarters, much like they did when they were on the road and beat Utah in overtime just a few days ago. And speaking of things warming up, the Sacramento Kings organization continuing to do their 12 days of giving, and today they were collecting coats for kids in need. Let's go upstairs to the Kings court and tell you a little bit about what that's all about. Well, the holiday season, a time a lot of toy collections and food drives, but also something that's real important as cold temperatures is coat drives. And we're here with Debbie from the Sacramento Kings tonight, and they are doing a coat drive here at Sleep Train Arena. And Debbie, tell us a little bit about the program you guys have going and the coats that you've collected for a lot of kids out there that need them.
We have partnered with the United Way's Foster Youth Program, which is for emancipated youth coming out of foster care system into the real world, and are providing coats for every child within the system that they work with, which is 201, I believe. And so we, between the Kings organization itself, all of our employees, and some of our basketball operations folks, were able to donate every single coat that they needed for their youth programs.
That's great, and the cold temperatures coming in, this is a good time of year to be doing this, so making some lives special here during the holidays and the cold winter ahead.
Our ultimate goal is to make an impact on each of the 12 days, so we have created a campaign called 12 Days of Giving Big. Today is day 8, and so each day has been a different day of being able to be impactful and making sure that we're affecting as many lives as we possibly can in different varieties of ways. So whether it's youth or the aging or military, so every single day is something different. And today we're super excited. These kids are usually a group that would not be included in these things. Technically, this age group is left out of these kind of programs, so we're thrilled to be able to help out.
That's awesome. The Sacramento Kings giving back to their community.
Every day. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause to all those continue to be a part of 12 days of giving big. Shooting 2.
And into the third quarter, Sacramento Kings with a lot of work to do in the next 12 minutes. Utah Jazz 93, Kings 72. See if they can get it done in 12 minutes of play. And a tough loss tonight for the Sacramento Kings. Utah Jazz 122, Sacramento Kings 101. And it seemed as though the Kings got down in the first quarter and never could dig themselves out of the hole they got themselves in, and the Utah Jazz taking advantage of that one tonight. A few game notes: DeMarcus Cousins, high scorer tonight, Sacramento Kings, 21 points. Cousins having 11 rebounds, and Isaiah Thomas with 7 assists. So the Sacramento Kings definitely have a bit of work to do, as they need to work in their new players into the rotation, those players not playing tonight, and definitely puts them in the handicap when they go up against back-to-back games such as these latest one with Utah. So now
can't contain the ball. You know, if you can't contain the ball and the ball gets wherever it wants to on the court, you're forced to help, and they get drive and kick threes. But you can't do anything if you don't give any energy or effort. And for us, our worst game of the season by far in terms of energy and effort. And I'm not going to use any excuses. People can say, well, they only had 10 bodies, but I'm not buying that. We had enough bodies, enough talent in that locker room to give forth a much better effort than we gave tonight. We ran against Dallas. Why? We held them to 38%. If a team shoots 58%, you're not going to get out and run because you're taking the ball out of the net the whole night. So I wouldn't say we didn't run tonight because of energy and effort. We didn't run tonight because we couldn't guard anybody. And, if you're constantly allowing teams to put up 30-point quarters and shoot well over 55% from the field and from the three, you're going to have to walk it up and play against a set defense the whole night, which is what we did tonight. So looking forward to getting our hands on those guys and trying to get them caught up to speed as quickly as possible.
And that wraps it up for this episode of Kings Watch on Foothill 7. You can catch us on the web at foothill7tv.com. We're live streaming, and you also catch all of our episodes of Kings Watch and many other shows on demand.